Hello everyone. So today we will see how we can measure three-phase power in a balanced load using two wattmeters. Three-phase power measurement. Three-phase power measurement in a balanced load. In a balanced load using two wattmeters. Okay, what is a wattmeter? A wattmeter is an instrument to measure power in watts, the active power in watts. Okay, it basically consists of two coils. One is called the current coil, ML, and the other one is called the voltage coil or pressure coil. Okay, so this current coil the current coil of the wattmeter will be placed in series with the line. Okay, so that current can be read by the help of this current coil. And this voltmeter, this voltage coil is kept between the 2 points where voltage is to be measured. Okay, so these are the two basic windings of a wattmeter. Okay, so you will put the current coil of the wattmeter in series with the line so that current can be read, and the voltage coil of the wattmeter will be put across 2 points where the voltage is to be measured. Okay, so now let us consider a load. Three-phase load. Okay, it's a balanced three-phase load. Oh, we are considering a star connected load. Okay, you can do it for delta connected load also. It will work. Fine. So this is point A, point B, and this is points. Okay, so there are three lines here. This is line A, line C, and line B. Okay, so I have to place two wattmeters, right? So you can place wattmeters in any of the two lines. Okay, just for convenience, I will place my first wattmeter in line A. Okay, so this is the current coil of wattmeter, right? Similarly, I will put the second wattmeter in line B. Okay, ML, and the voltage coil will be connected between this point and the third line. Okay, this is the voltage coil C. Okay, so this is my wattmeter 1 and this is wattmeter 2. Fine. So these are the lines. Okay, now this is a load, so that means current will be flowing to the load. So I can mark this current as IA, this as IB, and this will be IC. Okay, now let us assume ABC phase sequence. Okay, so assuming ABC phase sequence. Okay, so so this is the neutral point N. So what will be VAN? I will take VAN as the reference. Okay, so I can write VAN as VPH angle 0, and VBN will be what? VPH angle minus 120, and VCN will be how much? VPH angle minus 240 volts. Okay, so it's a balanced load. That means all the loads are equal in magnitude as well as angle. Is it angle phi? Is it angle phi? Is it angle phi? Can you tell me what's the kind of the load? It's an inductive load, a resistive inductive load. Okay, that's why you are getting Z angle phi. Okay, Z angle plus phi, Z angle plus phi, Z angle plus phi. Had it been a capacitive load, then it would have been Z angle minus phi. Okay, I am considering an inductive. Okay, what is the current through this wattmeter? It is IA. Okay, current through wattmeter is IA. Current through wattmeter. Current through W1, that is IA. Okay, and we know IA, IB, IC are equal because it's a balanced load, and they are nothing but same as phase currents or line currents. In a star connection, phase current and line current are equal. Okay, so I can write this as IA. What's the potential difference or voltage across W1, What is the potential difference? It is the voltage coil is connected between lines A and C. Okay, so it will be VAC. Okay, line voltage will be VAC. Okay, and we know VAC is the line voltage. Okay, line to line voltage. Let me write that as VA. Right. Keep in mind, since it's a balanced circuit, all the line voltage will be equal in magnitude, displaced by 120 degree. All the phase voltage will be equal in magnitude, displaced by 120 degree. Okay. Now, what is the power factor? So what will wattmeter read? Reading of W1. So wattmeter should read active power. That means VI cos phi. So it should read, or a wattmeter should read VAC IA into cosine of angle between VAC and IA. Correct? Cosine of angle between VAC and IA. So how much is angle between VAC and IA? Do you have any idea? Let us draw the phase diagram. Let us consider the phase diagram for this. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is VAN. This is VBN. And this is VC. Okay, all phases are equal in magnitude. Okay, I think this is the bit higher side. This is VC. Okay, now what we have to find? The voltage is VAC. What is VAC? How will you find the line voltage VAC? Line voltage VAC will be phase voltage VAN minus phase voltage VC. Okay, so VAN we know this is VC, so negative VC. Okay, so that's the parallelogram. Okay, so this will be line voltage VAC. Okay, now, so it's a lagging power factor load. So that means what will be where will be my current? My current must be lagging by an angle of phi. Okay, so so what is this angle? Okay, so this is current IA. Okay, this angle is phi. Now you tell me what is this total angle? This much angle is 30 degree. Okay, but what we want to find? We have to find the angle between VAC and IA. So how much will be the angle between VAC and IA? This thing, how much will be that? 30 minus 5. Okay, so this much angle will be 30 minus 5. Okay, so I can write this as VAC IA cos 30 minus 5. Okay, but VAC, what is that magnitude? That is VL, the line voltage magnitude. IA is the line current magnitude and cosine of 30 minus 5. Okay, so this will be the reading of wattmeter 1. Now, coming to wattmeter 2. What is the current through wattmeter 2? Current through W2. How much is that? IB. Right? IB, I can write it as IL. Okay, the line current magnitude. Keep in mind, in a star connection, line current and phase currents are same. Similarly, what will be PD across wattmeter 2? Potential difference across wattmeter 2. What will be that? You can see the voltage coils are connected between the lines B and C. Okay, so that is BBC, whose magnitude is again BL, right? So reading of W2 will be how much? VBC into IB into cosine of angle between VBC and IB. Okay, so now we have to find what's the angle between VBC and IB. Okay, so what is VBC now? VBC is VBN minus VCN. Okay, so VBN we have, VCN we have. So we have to take a phasor sum of these things. Okay, phasor sum of these two, right? So this will be VBC. Okay, now Where is IB? IB must be lagging VBN by what angle? By 30 degrees. Okay, so this is my IB, and this angle is 5. Okay, angle of IA, IB, and IC, they all will be lagging the respective phase voltages by an angle of 5 degrees. Okay, so that is what is marked here. Now you tell me, what is the angle between BC and IB? What is this angle? So we know this angle is 30 degrees because it's a parallelogram, right? So this angle is 30 degrees. What is this angle? This total angle is 30 plus 5. Okay, so I can write this as VBC into IB into cosine of 30 plus 5. Fine. Now what is VBC? It is VL. What is IB? It is line current magnitude into cosine of 30 plus 5. Okay, so we have W1 as VL cos 30 minus 5 and W2 as VL cos 30 plus 5. Okay, keep in mind, what was the phase sequence that we considered? It was ABC phase sequence. Suppose you are reversing the ABC phase sequence. You are considering CBA phase sequence. Then what will happen? Any idea? Then what happens? What happens is that W1 and W2 will interchange the readings. Okay. So now if you interchange the phase, if you change the phase sequence, if you consider negative phase sequence, then your W2 will be VL cos 30 minus 5 and W1 will be VL cos 30 plus 5. Okay, for CBA phase sequence. Okay, since we considered ABC phase sequence, we got these things for ABC phase sequence. Okay, so let me note it as a point. Reversal of phase sequence. Reversal of phase sequence will interchange the reading, the two wattmeter readings. Will interchange the two wattmeter readings. Okay. Now let us add W1 and W2. What do you get? VL cos 30 minus 5 plus VL cos 30 plus 5. Fine. So you take VL common. What did you get? VL into cos 30 minus 5 plus cos 30 plus 5. Simplify this. And what will you get? Try. Simplify this and see what you're getting. You must get root 3 VL cos 5, which is nothing but the total three-phase power. Okay. So 2 wattmeters is sufficient to read the total three-phase power in a balanced load. Okay. Now, so you see, we had considered a lagging load. Okay, that should be clear in your mind, right? We have considered a lagging load. Fine. So our W1 was VL cos 30 minus 5 and W2 was VL cos 30 plus 5. Okay, now let's consider a few cases when phi equal to 0. What do you mean by phi equal to 0? Phi equal to 0 means you are considering a purely resistive load. Okay, a pure resistive load, pure resistance. Okay, so power factor is unity. So what will be your W1 and what will be W2? W1 will be VL cos 30. W2 will be VL cos 30. Okay, W1 will be VL cos 30. And that will be same as W2. Okay, so that means it will give equal readings. Two wattmeters will read equal. Okay, when power factor is unity, both wattmeters will read equal and positive. Both wattmeters read equal and positive. Okay. Now suppose phi is equal to 90 degrees. What do you mean by that? it is either purely inductive or purely capacitive. Okay, 5 equal to 90 degree. It is either a purely inductive load or a pure capacitive load. So what happens to your W1? W1 is what? VLIL cos 30 minus 5. W2 is VLIL cos 30 plus 5. So what will you get when 5 equal to 90 degree? What will happen? W1 will become what? W1 will be VLIL sin 30, and W2 will be minus VLIL sin 30. Okay, they will read equal and opposite, so that W1 plus W2 is equal to 0. Okay, we know that a pure inductance or a pure capacitance will not consume active power. Okay, it will just store and release the reactive power, that's all. Okay, active power is consumed only by a resistance. Okay, since it is 5 is 90 degree, it means it is a pure inductance or a pure capacitance. Okay, and hence the total power consumed will be equal to 0. Fine. Next case. 3. When phi equals 60 degree, lagging. Okay, that means what's the power factor? Power factor is 0.5 lag. Okay, so in this case, what happens? Just substitute. What will happen? Our W1 will be equal to what? W1 will be VLIL cos 30, right? And W2 will be 0. Okay, so total power will be measured by W1 alone. Okay, the total three-phase power will be read by W1 alone. Why? Because what is total power? W1 plus W2, and W2 is 0. So that means your wattmeter 1 will give the total three-phase power. Power is measured by W1 only. Now moving on. Last case. 4. Okay, when power factor angle is between 90 and 60 degree. That is, power factor is between 0.5 and 0. Okay. So in this case, what happens? Your wattmeter will, W1 is still positive. But W2 reading will be reversed. Okay, W2 reading will be reversed. So under this condition, what happens is that under this condition, W2 will read downscale. W2 will read downscale. That is backwards. Okay, what do you mean by that? For example, suppose this is your wattmeter. This is your wattmeter thing, okay? So it starts from 0 and suppose it is 50. Okay, this is the scale. Okay, when the load power factor lies between 60 degree and 90 degree, what happens? So we expect this pointer to move in positive side, okay, to the right side of the 0. But what happens is that if the power factor is between 90 degree and 60 degree, what happens is that the meter will be reading like this. It will deflect to the left side of 0, where there are no scale markings. Okay, that is what is called downscale reading. Okay, so in this case, how will we solve this? What we have to do is that you have to reverse the current coil connection or the voltage coil connection. Okay, and so once you reverse the current coil connection or voltage coil connection, what happens? Meter will be reading in the positive direction, right? So suppose you got some reading W2, right? But that should be taken as negative. Okay, so total power will be what? W1 plus W2, where W2 is minus W2. Okay, so hence to obtain reading on what to, and to obtain W2 reading, either the current coil or the voltage coil. is to be reversed. Is to be reversed. All readings taken after the reversal are to be considered, are to be taken negative. Okay, so once you reverse the coil, you will get some reading from the wattmeter. That has to be treated as negative. Okay. So now, so we know that W1 plus W2 is root 3 VLIL cos phi. Okay, what will be W2 minus W1? Just do, what is W1? W1 is VLIL cos 30 minus 5, and W2 is VLIL cos 30 plus 5. Okay, so when you add the two, you will get root 3 VLIL cos 5. When you subtract W1 from W2, what will you get? You will get VLIL sin phi. Okay, so what will be tan phi from this? Tan phi will be root 3 into W2 minus W1 divided by W1 plus W2. Okay, so if you know W1, W2, wattmeter readings, you can determine what's the power factor angle. Okay, let us try one or two examples now. Question 1. Phase voltage and current. Phase voltage and current of a star connected inductive load is 150 volts and 25 amperes. Power factor of load is 0.707 lakh. Assume that power is measured using 2 wattmeters. Assume that the system is 3-wire. Assume that the system is 3-wire. The system is 3-wire, and power is measured using 2 wattmeters. And power is measured using 2 wattmeters. Find the readings of wattmeters. Find the readings of wattmeters, or find the wattmeter readings. Find the wattmeter readings. Okay. So what is this given? 150 volt. That is what? That is nothing but the phase voltage. So I can write VPH is 150 volt, and current is given IPH. And in a star connection, IPH, phase current and line currents are equal. Okay, so I can write IPH as 25 ampere. Power factor is given cos phi, that is 0.707. Okay, so W1 plus W2 will be what? The total 3-phase power, root 3 VLIL cos phi. Okay, so keep in mind this is VPH, phase voltage. So you have to convert that into the line voltage value. So root 3 into VL. VL is VPH times root 3 into IL is 25 into cos 5.707. Do this. How much will you get? You must get 7954 watts. Okay. Now we know what is cos phi. So you find what is phi. How much will be phi? Cos inverse 0.707. How much is that? That will be around 45 degree. Okay. Now we also know what W1 minus W2 is what? VLIL sin phi. Okay, VLIL sin phi. So once you know phi, you can find what is sin phi. Sin 45. Sin 45 is sin 45. Okay. So that value you can find. Right. So what will be your this thing? So we also have an expression. What is that? Tan phi equal to root 3 this thing, right? So we can simply write like this. We W1 minus W2 equal to V line. How much is V line? Root 3 into VPH. VPH is 150 into I line. I line is 25 into sine 45. Okay. So we have two equations and two unknowns, right? This can be substituted. So if you do this, how much will you get? Root 3 into 150 into 25 into sine 45. That will be 4593, close to 4592.79. Okay, close to 4592 watts. Okay, so we know W2 equations, two unknowns. It can be solved, or you can substitute this here into this expression, and from here you will get an expression involving W2 minus W1 and W1 plus W2, whatever it is. Okay, so what will you get eventually? Your W1 should read 6273 watts, and W2 must read how much? 1681 watts. Okay, this will be the wattmeter readings. Fine. Let us go to the next question. Question 2. In a balanced three-phase, 400 volt circuit, the line current is 115.5 ampere. When power is measured by 2 wattmeter method, when power is measured by 2 wattmeter method, one meter reads 40 kilowatt, and the other 0. And the other 0. What is the power factor of the load? What is the power factor of the load? If the power factor were unity, if the power factor was unity and the line current the same, and the line current the same, what would be reading of each wattmeter? What would be reading of each wattmeter? What would be reading of each wattmeter? Okay. So in the previous case, we had seen what when power factor is equal to 60 degree. Okay. What happens? One of the wattmeters reads 0. Okay. Same condition. Okay. So power factor must be cos 60. Okay. Or you can substitute that into the this expression tan phi. What is tan phi? Tan phi is root 3 into W2 minus W1 by W1 plus W2. You can substitute this here also and find. Okay. So power factor must be 60 degree. Power factor angle must be 60 degree. Okay. Power factor must be 60 degree. Right? Or that is by just by knowing that. Otherwise, how will you find total power? You can find 1 meter reads 400. So and the other one reads 0. So W1 plus W2 is what? Nothing but 40 kilowatts. And that should be what? Root 3 into VL. VL is given 400 into IL. What is the IL? 115.5 into cos phi. So from here also you can calculate what is your cos phi. Okay. How much would you get? Try. you will get 60 degree. Okay, so cos phi will be 0.5, close to 0.5, from which you will get phi as 60 degree. Okay, this way also you can find. Now what's the next part? If the power factor was unity and the line current the same, what would be the reading of each wattmeter? Okay, what would be the reading of each wattmeter? W1 would have been what? VLIL cos phi, is it not? And what would be it? It was cos 30 plus phi. Okay, so W1 would be VLIL cos 30 plus phi. Phi is 0 here. Okay, and it will be same as W2. Okay, so you can just substitute VLIL. VL is how much? 400 volt, and IL is 115.5. Okay, into cos 30. How much you will get? Substitute and see what you are getting. 400 into 115.5 into cos 30. It will be 40 kilowatts. Okay, so your W1 would have read same as W2, and that would be nothing but close to 40 kilowatts. Okay, so what is the total power under that condition? Total power will be 80 kilowatts. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.